News on demand.
Out of 25.
KLBJ.com.
The Todd and Don Show is on the air. We're live, and we want you to join us at 512-836-0590. Now, here are Todd and Don.
903, Todd Jeffries and Don Pryor. Yeah, you can always find us in the world of social media on all platforms, at Todd Jeffries, at Don Pryor. And you can join us here in the conversation as well. You heard the story there in Mark's News. The city of Austin, they got a location, and they got some cash to set up a new shelter. Yeah, city leaders have been very hush about this on the location in South Austin for a new homeless shelter. And this week, we finally get the answer. On the city council agenda is an item that will spend $8.6 million on land and a building for a second homeless shelter near Ben White and Bannister. You heard Mark say it's right across from a Seton Hospital.
Yeah.
A city council has said that this shelter will be much smaller than the Austin Resource Center for the Homeless downtown. This will only serve 50 to 100 people. And it's right there in the core of where a homeless problem we have on the south side of town.
I want to know what the end result is going to be of this. What happens when a homeless person stays in the shelter? Does it send them off to a life of not being homeless, or is it just a place to hang for a couple of days?
It's just a place to hang for a couple of days.
So
we know
what
this.
do we got?
It'll be just like the Arch.
Yeah.
Temporary.
Right.
They'll be able to connect with other services that the city offers, like health care and education, maybe job retraining, whatever these folks needed. They all need a variety of things.
I mean, there's no doubt that part of town we've talked about ad nauseum. I mean, that is absolutely one of the worst parts of town for homeless right now.
And you know what? There will still be a homeless problem in that area.
In fact, we'll probably have a worse homeless problem in that area.
It'll eventually look like the Arch.
Yeah, that's
and I only say that because the city's running this one too.
Yeah, we've seen how they do. It sounds like a long way from an Alan Graham model here.
Which is the best model.
Yeah.
512-836-0590. Also in the news, in the Facebook world, Judge Bill Gravel, Williamson County Judge, he has thrown a poll question up this weekend about possibly flying the gay pride flag on county property there at the courthouse. A couple of elected officials have asked him, hey, can we fly the flag, this month? And so he put it up to a poll question on Facebook. Yes or no? Should we fly the LGBTQ flag on county property? And Tim is in Buda on the Todd and Don Show. Tim, good morning.
Morning. How you guys doing this fine day?
Fine.
What I'm looking at is if once they start flying different flags and go in one direction, I say the state of Texas or history, why won't there be a rebel flag or a Islamic flag or other flags of choice to represent other areas?
Yeah. Straight pride. They turned that one down.
And that's the reason why we shouldn't fly the gay flag there at the county courthouse.
Yeah.
Because there will be a variety of others that want to fly theirs.
Yeah, because if they say no to everybody else, then they're discriminating. So it's a really dumb road to go down. Nothing to do with the gay flag. It's just like the gay pride flag. It's just a dumb road for them to go down.
512-836-0590.
And ultimately pointless. What is the point? What do you want to? Okay, fine. We don't want to see the gay community oppressed at all. We don't want to see them discriminate. Fine.
They're not.
Fine.
Are they? Is the gay community in Austin, Texas, Williamson County, Travis County Central, is the gay community suppressed in this city?
Not that I have ever seen or heard. No, I have not. They are quite accepted. What
is the gay community
in this community?
I'm just curious, and this is a legitimate, curious question. What is the gay community fighting for?
Yeah. What are they struggling with in Austin, Texas?
512-836-0590.
I know we have a large gay listenership out there, and I would like to know, what are you fighting against in Austin, Texas? What is not working for you?
Or fighting for?
Or fighting for, yeah, exactly.
With the rapid mainstream rise of competitive video game competitions, the UIL is now moving towards a study looking at sanctioning those events at the high school level.
Hey.
There's going to be every high school in town is going to eventually have an esports team competing against each other.
And it'll be fierce.
Absolutely, it will.
Absolutely on fire.
Esports has become a very, very big business. Brianna Becker is a pro player. She's from Texas, and she's cheering the idea of this study.
It's proven itself
to really be a viable career path, and it's up to the schools to expose students to all these different opportunities that they can take.
Now, if esports is ever sanctioned, the UIL says there will be leagues broken up into different divisions, and they would compete on the state level, state championships, freshman versus freshman, maybe a varsity team, similar to other sports.
E-Jocks. And I think it's great because you're going to have it might be some kids in there that just aren't athletically prone and aren't good at traditional athletic sports. And this is going to be something that they can be a part of and feel good about themselves for excelling in and competing, learn competition, learn teamwork. There's going to be all kinds of benefits. Why not, man?
I don't understand what you said, but I'm going to let it slide. I don't understand what you said.
Did I just say something offensive?
No, I just didn't quite understand it, but I'll let you have it.
Well,
that's fine.
It's a way for someone who maybe is just not prone to be good at any sport, any traditional sport. Tennis.
Kind of painting esports players as lightweights,
No,
wimps. What are you saying?
No, I'm saying there could be some. It's an opportunity for somebody who is not good in those other sports, maybe to have another sport they can pursue.
I got you.
And be part of a team.
Well, it's open to everybody.
I wasn't slamming anybody.
Well, the esports is open to everybody on campus.
Yeah.
Everybody, even the athletes, will get to play.
I hope so. I hope so.
But it's a sign that this is big business.
No doubt.
Bigger than high school football.
No doubt.
More kids play esports than play high school football.
Right.
In America.
It's still so foreign to me, so crazy, but it's happening, and it's hurting nobody, so go.
Well, you should get into it. You should try to understand it.
I should start playing video games.
I didn't say that. You should try to understand it.
Well, I might be able to watch and be absolutely fascinated.
It's where the technology is going. Everything.
Maybe it'll get my my adrenaline going watching esports.
I doubt it. Janet, good morning.
I'm still trying to figure out electric football.
Good morning.
Hi.
I just wanted to say I saw on television the judge up in Georgetown. He's wanting to do the POW.
That is one of the flags. Yes.
The lady, I think, in Taylor or Hutto is the one who wants the judge. She wants to have the rainbow.
Yeah.
And they said if they can't fly it outside, they're going to put it into their courtroom because there's no rules on it.
Well, what do you think about the judge possibly flying the POW flag, the gay pride flag, or any flag other than the U.S. or the Texas flag on county property? They're at the county courthouse.
They just need to leave it with the two.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100% because there are some flags, Janet, we can agree on that we don't want flown on county property, right? We can agree on that.
You're just opening the bag for everybody else.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because if you're going to fly the rainbow flag, there's many others that will ask as well to fly their flag.
Yes.
Right?
Are they going to be asked to fly the Longhorn flag on game day? Because that will raise a lot. That will be highly divisive right there.
I would, especially in Georgetown.
Exactly.
That's A&M country.
That's exactly right.
That's Aggie country up there.
Got to watch it. Got to watch what you open up here.
I'm excited about the possibility of an esports team at the local high school. You know, the Cedar Park Timberwolves esports team competing against the Vista Ridge Rangers.
Maybe we need to get tied in with them somehow.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's a huge deal, man. I think it's going to be. I think it could be bigger than high school football. I think you could get more people at Jerry World to watch an esports state championship than people watching a high school football championship.
That is.
I think you could. I think
really
you could.
do.
Yeah, I really do. They sell out the L.A. Coliseum day after day with these things. I really do.
So will the band play? Will they have cheerleaders? What?
Well, it's not that kind of thing. I don't know. It's just they're just studying it right now.
Yeah.
Should we do this? Should we have an esports high school team?
I think we should because this is, as she said in the story.
I don't like the way you keep talking down about it, though.
I'm not. You think I'm talking down about it?
Yeah, your
I'm
tone.
not.
It's not what you said. It's how you said it.
No,
it's your tone. I wonder if we're going to have cheerleaders.
Is that how it sounded?
Oh, this is for the wimpy kids so they can compete in sports.
Is that how my voice went?
Yeah, I did.
That. I better watch that. Certainly it's one of those things where I could easily be critical of it because I don't understand it.
You're being critical of it in your tone. In your tone, you're being critical.
Well, it's coming through then. It's one of those things I don't understand it, so my a tone of ignorance to this is coming through, and I'm sorry if that is the case. A tone of ignorance. I think this is great because it is going to be potential job opportunities as a result. That might sound strange. That would sound strange back in the 70s when people were playing Pong thinking, there might be job opportunities in this one day. Hard to imagine. But the case is now people are making millions. So go for it. I'm Don Pryor.
Here's a side note. Let's say Vista Ridge High School wins the state championship in esports.
Yeah.
There'd be no need for any of those kids to go to college. Any of them.
Probably not.
And none of them. Nobody on that team would have to go to college. College would be it would slow them down.
Slow them down. Set them back.
Slow them down in the esports world. It would slow them down.
Right.
Yeah. There are kids out there as young as 12 making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year playing esports.
Well, let's be clear. What you're saying is to all the kids out there, don't go to college, play video games. That's what you're telling them.
Yes.
All right.
Jump in here at 512-836-0590. Toll free 877-590-5525. So the Great Recession, which saw the nation's unemployment rate rise to 10%, officially ended a decade ago. That, according to the National Bureau of Economic Research, the official arbitrator of the timing of business cycles, including expansion and downturns. But a new Bankrate survey indicates for many Americans, the recession effectively has not ended. Some 23% of those who were adults when the recession began in 2007 say they now are doing worse financially than before.
I don't know what to say to that.
1/4 of them tell us their finances are about the same, and just 51% say the overall financial situation is better.
Yeah.
One of the most consistently disappointing aspects of the economic expansion of the past 10 years has been a lack of stronger, more consistent wage growth. On the question of wages and salary, 46% of those who were adults when the recession began, they tell us their pay is now better. 32% say it's about the same, while 21% say their pay is worse. More women than men report that their overall financial situation has worsened.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to call a very strong, adamant Bravo Sierra as far as anybody is still experiencing a recession. We are so far from that. We are years from that. There is nothing remotely resembling a recession right now. Nothing. Any financial situation you're in, step back and take. What are you doing wrong? What do you need to do better? Are you not saving at all? Are you not negotiating your contract well? Are you not even asking for a raise? How hard are you working for it? I mean, we have so many people that are willing to work at McDonald's the rest of their life if they can get $15 an hour. They're willing to have that be the peak, the pinnacle. So I call BS on that. We are nowhere close to anything resembling a recession.
Says the guy that comes from a gated community.
Well,
those with lower incomes and less education were more likely to say that they're doing worse now than they were before the recession began.
It's on you. It's on you.
Yeah. The good news here is that 29% of Americans say they are now more focused on paying down debt. 23% report saving more for emergencies, and 18% are saving more for retirement. Now, while the U.S. economy appears to have slowed recently, it has continued to grow. But a broader downturn is likely at some point, according to The Economist. That risk underscores the urgent need for most Americans to pay down or, pay off debt now and save for emergencies, retirement, and other personal financial goals. Mark Hamrick is a senior economic analyst for the Washington bureau chief of Bankrate.com.
Yeah, and a downturn is inevitable because that's how it works. That's how the whole rhythm of this works, and you got to be ready for that. So I'm sorry. Anybody that says, yeah, man, the economy just still bad out there, don't even talk to me. Don't even look at me.
Then you're not playing the game.
You're not
keeping up with the technology that can make you more money.
Or you're not preparing financial. You don't have backup. You don't have an emergency fund. You don't have what you need to have if things do get a little bit slow. I don't.
Well, more and more companies are pushing their employees to set up a rainy day fund.
Companies ranging from Levi Strauss to SunTrust Banks to supermarket operator Kroger are encouraging workers to put money into emergency accounts, in some cases by offering them cash or other incentives. Some firms are diverting a portion of their employees' paychecks into savings linked to their retirement plans. According to the Wall Street Journal, new research finds Americans are financially stressed, with employees drawing 40 cents of every dollar that goes into their 401k for unexpected major expenses, but putting their retirement at risk. I'm Ann Cade.
Thank you, Ann. Appreciate that. So jump in here. 512-836-0590.
I don't want to sound like an elitist or a spoiled brat, as someone called me the other day online, but it's just
and the
see
people
it
that
as
call
it
you,
is.
those people that call you that, those are the ones that say they're struggling.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't know. He can't relate.
It's somebody else's fault.
Yeah, okay. Well, good luck with all that. I guess that's all I can say. Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah.
But for anybody to say, yeah, man, the economy just still isn't good in this. Oh, okay. All right. Just roll around in that.
If you sell
see how that works for you.
If you sell buggy whips.
Yeah, I guess so. Yes.
You know, we should try to help some folks. If you own a small business, we should try to help them a little bit. If you're struggling, whatever field you're in, we should, maybe do some Todd Don Show spot commercials.
I'll plug it.
Yeah. You'll help them. You'll help a guy out or a gal.
In 30 seconds or less.
Right.
We won't give you a 60.
No.
Because
that costs you money.
In fact, we ought to just promise 15.
You mean like a shameless plug if you own a small business or some kind of service here locally and you want to brag about it here on a Monday?
Anytime I go to
on
a
the
restaurant,
number one morning radio show in Austin, Texas, it's a great opportunity.
It is with the biggest radio talent in the history of radio.
Have you seen any new business out there that you like, that you've stumbled across? You're like, oh, that's an interesting concept. That's an interesting idea.
Let me think a minute.
Let me think about it because it brings it up because I've noticed in the automotive world, this is pretty interesting. It's a survey about 40% of the folks out there believe that they need a car. It's very important.
Yeah.
But the same 40% say that they don't own a car. So they're finding other opportunities. You mentioned it earlier this morning. There's a variety of apps where you could share your car with
share
people.
Your own car. Car sharing, not ride sharing, but car sharing apps.
Right.
I just
you don't understand it.
It's something I'm going to have to get used to because obviously car ownership for a lot of younger folks right now. God, that sounds old. Those younger folks.
Those whippersnappers?
Those whippersnappers. It's just not that meaningful. It's like whatever. It's a thing that gets me from point A to point B. It's never been that for me. I've always had a lot of pride in whatever I drive. It just I love cars but a lot of people it's like, whatever. I'm not using it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll charge you X amount of dollars to do it. And that is a bizarre concept to me, but
I have
it's
no problem with it.
man.
I have no problem with it.
You would do that with that monster truck out in the parking lot right now. You would say,
well, I don't need
take the keys. I don't know who the hell you are, but here, just be sure to have it back by noon so I can go home.
No, I wouldn't do it like that. But yeah, I have no problem. I'd ask a few questions first. I'd maybe do it through the app. You got insurance? What's your driving record like?
Sure.
How far are you going?
Well, yeah, there's got to be.
You need to move a couch. It better not come back scratched up. You have to pay for that too.
Yeah, you got to have those safety measures.
I'd have no problem with somebody borrowing my vehicle.
Wow.
At all.
No way.
I'm not that attached. See, you're attached. Your vehicle says something about you.
Well, okay, call me shallow, but it does have a lot to do with it.
I'm not calling you shallow, but that's just the reality. Your car says something about you.
Whatever a Buick says about me, it says it loud.
It says you have a small collection of cataract glasses in the glove box. That's what it says. It says you like to watch Lester Holt and eat at Luby's at 4:30. That's exactly what your car says.
The funny thing is,
your car says your car screams. In fact, it doesn't sound like a car when it goes down the road.
Yeah.
Your car when it goes down the road, it says low T, 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 low T. Hey, here comes Don. Low T, 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 low T. That's what yours says.
Hey, Don, you're a dumbass.
It's not a card in the spokes. It's low T, low T,
low T, low T. Paul is in Cedar Park. Hey, Paul, what kind of business you got?
I got a landscaping company.
All right, you got a landscaping company. What's the name of Paul's landscaping business?
Paul's Lawn and Landscape. 21 years referral
and landscape. 21 years. What part are you in? Cedar Park, Leander, Round Rock, that area?
North Austin.
North Austin.
You do any manscaping?
No, it's landscape.
No, just land. No, just land. Just land. No manscaping.
Yeah, no man, just land.
Okay.
You want to do a 30-second spot for Paul's landscaping?
Okay.
In North Austin, Cedar Park, Round Rock area. He's getting into summer, so you need him big time. Got all this rain, you're going to need him. All right, let me, Paul, we're going to give Don some 30 seconds of music here so that he can. You like that?
Oh, that'd be great.
You like that?
Yeah,
you don't like that?
No, not game show.
All right, we'll do this. Let me give you a countdown. Hang on, Paul.
Yeah, count me in.
3, 2, and go.
Hey, everybody, Don Pryor here for Paul's Landscaping. You know, has it been your dream always to have your yard landscaped by a guy named Paul? Well, you can, because you know why? It's run by a guy named Paul. That's why they call it Paul's Landscaping. Flowers, bushes, shrubs, grass, you name it. They got it. Paul's Landscaping. Come see us.
There you go. Paul, you got a website?
That's paulslandscaping.com.
Yeah, paulslawn.austin.com.
paulslawn.austin.com.
Paul's Lawn Austin. Paul's Lawn Austin.
Thank you, Paul.
.com. Come see us.
Appreciate that,
Thank
man.
you, guys.
There you go.
Oh, glad to do it.
Just like that, Paul got a
pretty much
shameless plug.
Just shut his business down.
I'm sure the sales manager's pissed off at us right now. You turn your mic on when you laugh.
Yeah. Oh.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You did a good job there. You did a good job.
Yeah, it was only 15 though. I'm not going to give him a 30.
Not for free.
No, that's not for free.
No.
I don't do any 15, so 30 is
my landscaper, Fernando's Lawns. Fernando's Lawns, that's the name of his business, Fernando.
Mm-hmm.
He brought me some red snapper from the Gulf Coast a couple of weeks ago. We've been trading. He's been going to the coast to catch fish, and I've been shooting deer. We've been trading meat.
Yeah.
He comes over to mow the lawn, and we trade meat.
Well, that'll work.
Me and Fernando.
That'll work.
Brian on the Todd Don Show. Brian, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
Guys.
Talk to me.
Yeah, hey, lakes, takes, and ponds and land clearing.
Say that again. Hang on. I couldn't hear the first part.
Huh?
Lakes, tanks, and ponds, land clearing, also bulldozing, excavating. Just a 2-hour radius roughly from Austin.
What is the name of the business? What's the name?
Lake, tanks, and ponds?
Lakes, tanks for cattle, for, ranchers. It's dirtmanx@yahoo.com. It's
I'm
lakes,
so
tanks,
confused.
and ponds. Just like it. You are.
That's the name of the business?
Yeah, we're a little
Lake,
confused.
Tanks, and ponds?
Dirtman X is the name of the business.
Dirtman X. All right,
Yes,
Todd,
sir.
you take this one.
No, I'm not doing this one. This is all you, man. You're the expert
Come
on
on,
this.
hey, Don, you want to know how to run equipment, right? Well,
Yeah.
just come on down. I'll show you, buddy.
Yeah,
Come
he'll
on,
show you
let's
how to
go.
run some equipment
What
there.
would you be showing me how to run there at Dirt X?
Excavator,
Dirt X?
bulldozer, D5, D6, a big excavator, a backhoe.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, a dump truck, man.
You could get back at that hoe. Yes.
Did you say a D5?
Yes.
I'm not
Yes,
working
sir.
with
D6 is better than
No, I can't work with D5. I'll work with D6, but I ain't going to work with no D5.
No D5. We don't do D5
I got
anymore.
a bad history with D5.
And you got a bad history with a backhoe, too.
Oh, yeah, I do. That's
Don't
true.
go into backhoe
Yeah.
stories.
All right, it was Dirt X.
Dirt X, I think. All right, hang on a second. Brian, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, Don, and go.
Hey, this is Don Pryor for Dirt X. You know, we like our alphabet. We like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Did I say X? Yeah. How about Dirt X? You want X with your dirt? You can get it at Dirt X. You got any X with that dirt? I got it. Dirt X.
Lakes, tanks, and ponds.
Come see
Todd
it.
and Don Show.
This is the perfect time to save big on some beautiful new